Pivot over. We got a Browns game tonight, and you can tackle all of the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to join today. Never waste a hunch. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Guys, weather tonight's supposed to be iffy at best. So let's look at the quarterbacks in this game.
Yeah.
Jameis versus Wilson in the elements. For tonight, who you taking?
Dustin, start us off here.
That dome
Who am I
good
taking tonight? I'm taking Russell Wilson tonight.
Or is that the question? Like tonight on their teams, who you like better?
Yeah, who do you like better tonight?
Okay, good. Yeah.
I mean, it would be tonight. It'd be a whole season. I mean, I'd take Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
and not just because what he's done in the past, which is he's been a winner and stuff. Like I get that, but he's just more mobile than Jameis right now, and he's playing at a high level. I think. I've watched several Steelers games, this year that I've been impressed with. It's actually kind of refreshing to see him kind of bounce back because it was kind of tough to watch in Denver. Like it was really you're like watching a guy his skills diminish, and it looked like he was shot. You know what I mean? But he goes to Pittsburgh and somehow they just turn him into gold again.
That's their.
But I would take Russell Wilson. Yeah, it's not, to me it's not even close.
Tyvis, he's the only player in the history of sports that you've ever had a bad word to say about, Russell Wilson.
Oh, you didn't like Russell?
I never said that.
Oh, okay. Well, he just put words in your mouth.
I said that.
You've been very critical of him.
What I said was I love Russell Wilson as a human being. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback.
What's wrong
Well,
with
but who said he's the greatest quarterback?
That's all I said.
I don't think he's the greatest quarterback either. And he's a really good player. I mean, at one point he was a top 5 player.
He would disagree with you.
I would disagree
Never?
with you. I would disagree with you.
Okay, that's fine.
The problem is he never did it for an entire season. Like, what year do you consider him?
Well,
like
I don't
the top
know.
5?
I'm not Pro Football Reference here.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I remember watching him for a decade in Seattle and thought, this guy's pretty good.
I don't know. I think those defensive
So, Ty,
players
who you taking tonight?
were jealous of Russell Wilson over there.
Tonight, who am I taking? With the elements. I feel like you gotta lean more towards Wilson tonight with the elements because I don't know if the wind is blowing and it's just raining and all of those things.
On the
run game,
websites to bet, it's minus 220 for Jameis to throw an interception.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So just saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. We appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Anyways, I just think that with tonight's elements, with Pittsburgh's game plan in general, like it's just tailor-made for him to succeed. That's why he's doing such a good job there. They're going to run the ball. He's going to throw some short passes. He'll take a shot every once in a while, and he got some receivers that'll jump over guys and make some plays. He does do that. When you think about Jameis, first of all, I still believe that this was a run-first team. Don't get me wrong. They've looked a lot better in the pass and attack, and Jameis is coming off of an amazing game. But with that wind blowing, how many times you going to ask this man to throw tonight? I don't know. Like, is the deep ball going to be there tonight, or is the wind going to take the ball out the air? Like, that's the thing that I'm worried about. And I think that when you look at just the wide receivers, maybe it does tailor to the wide receivers a little bit more because they're not burners. They're more route runners. So maybe that will help in this scenario, but it's about this offensive line. I don't know if they'll be able to give Jameis the time that he needs to be able to get that ball out. So if I had to choose tonight, I would go with Russell Wilson. As
of right now, according to the WKYC weather app, game starts, 8:20, is it?
Yeah. 8:15.
Raining, man.
So at 8 o'clock, there's a 95% chance of snow, 36 degrees, winds 10 miles an hour. Between 8 and midnight, winds between 10 and 16 miles an hour. Good chance of snow, even though it says it's not going to be below freezing. So I don't know. There you go, G. What do you got?
Man,
factor that in.
It's gonna be spitting.
This is light bars, man. I'm gonna take. I can't believe she's rich now.
I can.
Yeah, it's
good
crazy.
for her.
Good for her.
Crazy.
I think good for her too.
She's so rich. I'm gonna go with Jameis. You know why? You know why, Bull?
Because Sean King said he's the top 15 quarterback.
No. Well, listen, he's battling for his next contract, though. Yep. If Jameis Winston comes out here and plays well, I actually got the Browns winning this game, to be honest with you. I don't know why.
I do too.
I don't know why. It's just in my soul. I don't know why. I was definitely not going to root for them tonight. And they was like, no, I got the Browns winning this game. But if Jameis Winston comes out here and plays well again, that means...
How do you lose by 21 points when you have those numbers?
Crazy.
I mean, that's such a joke, dude.
We was losing it when we was talking about it, Dustin. We was going crazy.
I can't believe it.
If
You know what?
If you put those up...
Because our defense can't cover anybody.
I'm flipping my answer. I'm going with Jameis tonight too.
I'm going with
Flip-flopper,
James.
huh?
I'm gonna go back.
Ain't
I'm gonna
no
go with
wrong with
James
that.
tonight.
Because he playing for his next contract, boy.
Not because of that.
So is
reason.
Russell Wilson.
Not because of that reason.
No. But here's the thing. I feel like the Browns don't readily have available an answer at quarterback like that they could just say, okay, we'll tank and get so-and-so. No, Kevin Stefanski is not going to be tanking because Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry can't afford to do that. So I do believe that they're going to try to win these football games. I don't think that they're going to be in the top 5 to draft a quarterback. They won't get him. There is no quarterbacks on the open market that you would see as a crazy upgrade from Jameis Winston. So if you Jameis Winston, you come out here and you put up some more decent numbers and you play well, that's 3 out of 4 games that he's played that played well in those games. And you look at the Chargers, who have a really good defense, he can come back and say, hey, guys, you said before, you guys were disappointed in the quarterback play, 134, 156. I'm putting up 300 yards a game. Why ain't nobody talking about me?
So,
Hey, by the way, do you know
Yeah.
that the Pittsburgh Steelers have never beaten an AFC North opponent on Thursday Night Football?
I did see
0-7.
That's crazy.
which is weird.
I
Is that
thought- I
only
thought
on the
this-
road or period?
No, that's period. Thursday night,
strange.
they've 0-7 against AFC North opponents, which is sort
There
of
you go.
surprising, but also maybe a good stat for us to,
Very
to
strange.
look
And
at.
the Browns have been very good on Thursday Night Football.
Now, here's the thing. I thought about when you first asked this question. I was thinking about how if I wanted a quarterback for either of these teams the rest of the year, who would I rather have? And I thought for the Browns, to me, it's a toss-up who I'd rather have if it was the Browns because I don't know. I think they're both on the same level, like kind of just below average, mid-tier quarterbacks. But if I'm the Steelers, it's a no-brainer you'd take Russell Wilson over Jameis because Jameis is just, in general, going to turn the ball over more than Russell Wilson has. And the way the Steelers play, they want their quarterbacks, unless it's Ben Roethlisberger, they want their quarterbacks to play conservatively and just not make
Russell,
the big
I'm telling you,
mistake.
Russell will give you 3 to 4 first downs with his legs every game. And
But
Jameis can't move.
We hated Russell Wilson last year. We
No
crapped
one
on
said
him.
we have to love him. But
Like we said that
I don't love him either.
we said that Russell Wilson before the Deshaun Watson deal.
Yeah.
We said that Russell Wilson's trade was the worst trade in the history of the game.
No,
I
for
never
Denver.
said
No, we didn't. We said Trey Lance.
He
I never
was up
said
there.
that either.
He
The
was up
Herschel
there.
Walker trade.
He was up there.
What was
And
Herschel's trade?
and talk about worst contracts. He was up there.
Contracts, that's different.
He was up there.
Yeah, sure.
So now he comes to Pittsburgh. They run the ball a little bit. I mean, I think they could be doing what they were doing right now with Justin Fields.
Well, they feel like their offense has been better. I mean, they didn't play particularly great offensively against the Ravens last week, so he had played well the 2 games before that. I don't love either quarterback. I think they're both fine bridge quarterbacks at this point in their careers, both of them. But I don't want to really move forward with either of them as a long-term thing.
You know what I do like about Jameis over Russell?
Yeah. What?
For whatever reason, I do think that Jameis is a better red zone quarterback. Like, I feel like with Russell, they'll settle for a lot of field goals. Jameis will find a way to punch it in the end zone.
They didn't last week. He threw 400 yards. They had
They
2
didn't get in
touchdowns.
the red zone.
Well,
Oh, they did. They
I mean,
missed
it had to be in the red
field
zone. He
goal.
threw 400 yards.
Yeah,
They missed the field goal.
Yeah.
did we cut our kicker yet or not yet?
Man.
No, we just paid him
No,
an
they
extension.
doubled
No,
down.
I
They
know.
doubled down on him. How about that?
I mean, I don't understand how you give a guy who's been a career mediocre kicker has 1 good year and then you give him an extension. It makes no sense. But
I thought
Corey Bajorquez.
well,
the
Bajorquez has been a good punter his
That's
whole career.
the best weapon we got.
By far.
I don't know.
How about all those kickers, the ex-Browns kickers that are all having success right now?
Zane Gonzalez.
Yeah, like Seibert.
Austin Seibert.
Never thought he's
Yeah,
stunk.
not the guy they drafted, though. The most recent guy. What's his name?
K.D.
K.
York.
York.
Kid York.
He's not playing, is he?
He's not, I don't think.
Even on a roster or practice
like on a
squad?
Yeah,
practice
the
squad.
Commanders picked him up and then cut him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What round did the Browns draft him in?
4.
Oh, my God. What
Fire,
a stupid pick that was.
Fireable offenses.
4th round for a
Jeez.
kicker who can't even make it in the
That
league.
is wild, man. Can you imagine?
As a kicker, you don't want to be drafted by Cleveland.
No.
not
Well,
only is
well-
not only are they not a great organization that does not have a lot of patience.
It's hard to kick.
It's hard to kick here. Yeah.
Very
Well,
difficult.
not- well, you got in 5 years, you don't have to worry about those things.
Why? We endorse.
Oh, yeah. Well, was Mike Nugent drafted in the second round?
He was.
Go Bucks.
That's insane.
Yeah, but it panned out for him.
Sebastian Janikowski was drafted
That's
in
even
the first,
dumber.
wasn't
You
he?
should-
He was a beast, though. He
Mike-
was the first person I see kicking the thing from 60.
Nugent had like a 16-year NFL career.
He's a good kicker, but he's not a Hall of Fame kicker. He's
Bucks.
not that level.
There aren't Hall of Fame kickers.
There's a couple. Like Justin
Yeah.
Tucker's going to get in the Hall of Fame. He
talking-
wasn't as good as
Yeah,
Justin
but
Tucker.
you talking about-
But he's the one for the last 20 years.
You talking about former Buckeye?
Nugent
Mike
was very
Nugent?
good,
Yes.
a very good kicker,
Go
but
Bucks.
not worth a second round pick. No,
Yes, he-
no kicker's worth a second round
But
pick.
here's the thing, though. It's like I would say typically no. But if this guy's going to be your leading point scorer on your team, and you could
didn't
draft
know you
you
would.
could draft a linebacker in the
For
second round.
years, you were Mr. Never Draft a Kicker.
I am Mr. Draft a Kicker. I'm saying if you do draft a kicker, he's got to turn out like that.
Yeah.
You better
Oh, Janikowski was a great kicker, too.
I would never draft a kicker.
went
in
I
the
would
first
never
round.
ever draft a
First
kicker.
round. I'm done with the Raiders.
It'll never happen again.
Well,
It
I
will
mean, somewhat
never,
recently.
ever happen again.
Didn't the Buccaneers draft
Robert
a kicker in like the
Aguirre.
third round?
It was
Or second
no,
round?
he was
second,
second round.
Second.
And he
was
sucked.
terrible.
More impressively, shout out to the Ohio Bobcats. My man
Got a
Dave,
good kicker?
Dave Zastudil as a punter
What
got
round?
drafted.
What
Oh,
round?
yeah.
I
Like
believe
seventh
this is
round,
Sixth or
right?
seventh round.
Yeah, as a punter?
Sheesh.
He's still around the area,
Did the
isn't
punt
he?
guy get drafted?
Punt guard?
Go ahead, Mike.
Seventh
Punch
round.
God did
Yes.
not get drafted.
Did he?
I thought he was
I thought he
seventh
went
round. The
undrafted
Bills.
and signed as an undrafted free agent. And
Oh,
then
I don't
got
know.
cut, and then now
Hey,
he's
did you see
back.
the video of him, by the way, after he punted last week against Buffalo? Sprints his ass down there. Like he's one of the coverage guys.
Yeah.
He tries to make tackles.
They cut him.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's like
They cut him. That's why.
I know that, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty cool to see him
It was
busting
like-
his ass down the
It
field.
was like Pat McAfee. I mean,
Yes.
that guy used to be an
Yeah.
animal out on the field.